All right, Shalom. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to get all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikakadash. Double honors to my apostles of great millstone that rule well. Peace, salutations to the whole elect that's pushing the word in truth and sincerity, respect, fear, and trembling, charity. All right. This is a quick lesson, man. Because we've been in captivity too long, man, and also this gonna be it's like a future prophecy, that's gonna take place very soon. So after the Lord come back, when he gonna destroy this place, he's gonna deliver his elect, you know, all over the globe, man. So basically, the Lord gonna bring us back into our own land, which I got the title right here. It says we going to be brought to our land, which the Lord Yahweh Bashima Shai, that the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, all right, and Yahweh they ignorantly call God, and Yahweh in Hebrew means he is, Bahashem in the name, all right, and Yahweh Shai, he's the deliverer, man, all right. So the Lord is he's gonna promise us that he's gonna deliver, the scattered Israelites that's our scattered abroad, the speckled birds, into our own land, man, soon. But right now, we in captivity. And we can't wait to get the hell up out of here, man. All we gotta do is keep pushing and keep fighting, man, and keep doing the work. First and foremost, I'm gonna go to Baruch chapter 2 and 32. It says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. All right. So we're in captivity now. So we praising Yahweh Shema Shai, in our lower state, man. All right. And we thinking upon the name, the true name of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. So so we can get delivered when that time comes. I'm reading it again. This is on Baruch chapter 2, verse 32. It says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. All right, because Jake, wicked, right? Jake, all into different wickedness, man, as we see right now. But the Lord is going to, and we're going to, the Lord basically going to return us from our stiff neck, man. It says, and return from their stiff neck, even though we got the truth, we returning from our stiff neckness because we got this truth, but we still in the flesh. All right. It says, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. It says, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised, see, with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, because the Lord promises that he's going to deliver us, from our captivity and from these scattered, from these countries that we are scattered in, man. All right. It says, I would bring them again into the land. All right, Jerusalem. All right, Jerusalem. All right. It says, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. Okay. Now, we can look at that word diminished. Diminished. It means made smaller or less. We can expect a diminished role on the world stage as other countries rise to the occasion. It said, what is the meaning of diminished? To make less or cause to appear less. So we're not going to be, we as a people, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we is not going to be made less or cause appear to be less, okay? Basically less than nothing, man. All right. Here you go right here. Diminish in army strength. His role in the company was diminished to lessen the authority, dignity, or reputation. Okay, so we right now we have less authority, less dignity, and reputation. So we're not going to be diminished, when that day comes. So we're going to have authority, we're going to have dignity, more dignity, and we're going to have more reputation that we once had when we was in power. Okay. Slack, let me go back, man. All right, we go back to Baruch again. Yeah, we're not gonna be diminished, man. We're not gonna be made less than nothing. You know what I'm saying? We is not gonna have less authority. We're gonna have authority in that day, man, when the Lord, deliver us, man, from the captivity that we are in now. This back in Baruch 2:32. I'm gonna start at 34. It says, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, these are forefathers, man. The patriarch are our forefathers. It says, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will be no more. It says, and I will no more, Shalakia, drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. So the Lord is not going to basically scatter us anymore. We're going to have our own land. We're going to be in power again, man. And we're going to have that covenant, with Yahweh Shai again, man. We're not going to ever go off. Okay, we're going to be rulers. All right. We're going to be kings, man. Okay. But right now, look at that. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Okay. That's the spirit, because I just read the 32nd verse. It said, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. So, and that's a precept I was just thinking about, to Proverbs 18:10. It says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and it's safe, right? Who the righteous? The elect, man. That's why we got to think upon the name in our captivity, man. All right. Because that's the spirit code, man. Because I was thinking about that scripture. I was reading the 32nd verse, and it just popped up, So that's the spirit, man. But yeah, man, we going to be brought to our land, which the Lord promised, man. All right. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power. Everlasting covenant, man. So we ain't not gonna ever go off. We ain't gonna never go back into captivity. Okay, we're gonna be ruling. Okay, we're gonna have slaves. Okay, starting from Esau on down. But Esau's the main focal point. He's the main target in slavery, man. All right. It says, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. So that's a future prophecy, man. All right. That's a future prophecy waiting to happen, man. This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. Said the Lord will restore them. That's the title. So Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth and brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. It says, but the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. Okay, where's the land of the north? America, man. All right, aka modern day Babylon, Babylon the Great. That's the land of the north. Okay, so in modern time we call it North America. So that's where Israelites at, man. Mainly the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is here, over here. Okay, it says, but the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he have driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. So the Lord is basically going to bring us to the land which he promised, man. And this is a promised prophecy. Okay. He's going to bring us into that land, man. You know, the chariot's going to gather all the elect. You know, the 144,000 where they scattered abroad. But the 2/3 going to have to die on this side because they're not coming back to the ways of the truth, man. But they're going to be in their right mind, and the kingdom plus ain't going to be ashamed. Okay. He said, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. That's America, and that's where we at, and that's what we praising in our captivity. We're in captivity now. All right, we don't have power. All right, we are diminished. We ain't gonna be no more diminished. You know, it says, and from all the lands whether he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. So we're gonna be back in Jerusalem. We're gonna be back in Israel. You know, before all that, you know, you got the gutter rats over there. The Lord gonna destroy them out of that land. So they basically bastards and Ashdod right now. We got bastards in our land. So after the bastards get destroyed, that's when the Lord is gonna bring us into the land. Okay. How he's gonna bring us to the land? He's gonna gather us from different countries, man. Let's go to Ezekiel real quick. Back to Ezekiel. Well, yeah, my first time in Ezekiel. Ezekiel 11 and 17. Ezekiel 11 and 17 say, therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh power, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries whether ye have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. He said it again. This is the prophecy. The Lord said he's gonna assemble us, man. He's gonna basically gather us. All right. It says, and they shall come thither, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, and all the abomination thereof from thence. So all the wickedness, all the sins, all the abominations, all right, worshiping other gods, the Lord gonna take all that shit from us, man. You know, he's gonna make us right again, man. All right. The Wadi how about Shema Shai for this truth, man. You know, he said, but they shall come thither, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, and all the abomination thereof from thence. It says, and I will give them one heart. Okay, now the word heart, go back to the Hebrew word lab, which is your mind, your spirit. Okay, we're gonna be in one accord, man. It said, and I will give them one heart, which is one mind, one spirit, and I will put a new spirit within you, and I will take the stony heart out of the flesh. All right, because we was wicked. Okay, that stony heart, that stony mind, we was wicked. We didn't know who, we didn't know who we was. All right, we didn't have the knowledge who we was. We didn't have the knowledge who the Lord really was. All right, we was worshiping different different customs, doing different customs of the heathens. All right. He says, I would take the stony heart out of their flesh, and I will give them a heart of flesh. It says, that they may walk in my statutes and keep my ordinance and do them, and they shall be my people and I will be their power. So once again, this is a future prophecy that's going to get ready to happen. All right. And the Lord, he's going to gather us from different countries, and he's going to unite Judah and Israel, man. From the Negroes all the way down to the so-called Latinos. All right. So who said that they may walk in my statutes? So it's not going to go off. Okay, we're going to be perfect in the kingdom, man. We're going to be so perfect that we're going to be on point. When I say point, we're going to be on point. All right. It said that they may walk in my statutes and keep my ordinances. Okay, let's look at that word audiences, man. It says it's going to keep my ordinances. Judgment, justice, ordinances. All right, active deciding the case. Okay, we're going to be rulers, man. We're going to have authority in that time. Forever. Okay. The law, decisions. Okay. Proper fitting measure, fitness, custom, manner, plan. So the audiences, the law, that's our custom. The Lord is basically going to give back our custom again. And we're going to execute judgment righteously. All right. Let's see. Verse 20 said that they may walk in my statutes and keep my ordinances and do them, and they shall be my people and I will be their power. Okay. And then after the Lord, gather us together, man, because we scattered abroad right now. That's the curse that was put on us during time of Moses. The Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter tells you that. Okay. So Isaiah, matter of fact, I'm gonna get Isaiah 11. And these are countries that Jacob scattered in. All right, this is Isaiah 11:11 say, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Avishai shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. And this is where all Jacob scattered, man. Okay. He said, verse 12, it says, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations. Okay. Now, ensign, the Hebrew word nasa, means unity. Okay. He's going to set up a unity of purpose. All right. And then we're going to get back our identity. All right. And say he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah and from the four corners of the earth. All right. It says the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and that's the northern kingdom, because Ephraim and Judah, at odds, you know what I'm saying? But the ones that's in the truth right now, we know we are the men of the Lord. We know we are Israelites. Okay. But the 2/3 of them, man, they at odds, man. But you got some jakes together, but it's still some curse shit going on between, Latinos and Negroes, man. Still some racist ass shit that's happening between them. It says, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah and from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. So, Judah and Israel, which is the northern kingdom, gonna get back together, man. in full force, man. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. So that prophecy is the future, man. That's the future prophecy that's happening. Okay, so it ain't gonna be no, no animosity, no beef between Judah and Ephraim, man. It's gonna be all unity. Okay, I'm gonna read 14. It says that they shall fire upon the shoulders of Philistines towards the west, and they shall spoil them of the east together, and they shall lay their hand upon Edom. Edom is the one behind this bullshit, because Edom is the reason that Edom, so-called white man, was the elites of them. The reason why that Jake and Ephraim don't get along, man. Pushing that bullshit narrative. They're pushing violence, pushing, drugs and all this extra bullshit. And Moab, all right, you so-called Chinese, man, all right, and the children of Ammon, you Japanese, shall obey them. So we're going to have authority over all these heathen nations, that oppressed us, man, which I'm going to get to that later, okay? So the restored remnant, okay, the restored elect, all right? We're going to be restored again, man, all right? We all going to be back in unity. We all gonna be back in one mind, one unisec, man. All right. I'm gonna take a trip to Second Maccabees real quick, man. Second Maccabees. Just a prayer of Jonathan and Nehemiah. Okay. Second Maccabees chapter 1 verse, I'm going to start at 23. Yep, this Second Maccabees 1:23, it says, and the priest made a prayer whilst the sacrifice was consuming. I say both the priest and all the rest, Jonathan beginning and the rest answering thereunto, as Nehemiah did, which is Nehemiah. All right. It says, and the prayer was offered, Salaki, and the prayer was after this manner: O Yahweh power, creator of all things, who are fearful and strong, and righteous and merciful, and the only and gracious King. It says, the only giver of all things, the only just, almighty, and everlasting, thou that deliverest Israel from all trouble, and didst choose the fathers and sanctify them. Okay. Cleanse. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the word sacrifice, it means to be cleansed. It says, receive the sacrifice for thy whole people Israel, and preserve thy own portion and sanctify it. Gather those together that are scattered from us. Deliver them that serve among the heathen. See, this is the prayer of Nehemiah and Jonathan, man. They basically pray for us to for the Lord, to gather us from these different countries, man. Look upon them that are despised and abhorred, and let the heathen know that thou art our power. And this the curse they put up. Punish them that oppress us, with the pride do us wrong. All right. Plant thy people again in thy holy place, as Moses have spoken. So this what Moses have spoken, man. Moses said this too. He spoke the same thing, man. Let's get it. This is Deuteronomy. Yeah, they put curses on these niggas, man. This Deuteronomy 30. I'm gonna start at 3. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 1. It says, and it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord Yahweh thy power have driven thee, and shall return unto the Lord Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day. Thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that when the Lord thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations. See? And this Moses speaking, man. And that's what Jonathan and Nehemiah, which Nehemiah, spoke of, man. All right, he mentioned Moses. They mentioned Moses in the prayer. I'll read it again. It says, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whether the Lord Yahweh thy power have scattered thee. If any of thy be driven out unto the outmost part of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, from thence will he fetch thee. Okay, now the Lord's gonna fetch us, man. He's gonna the Lord's basically gonna, gather us. All right. Verse 5, it says, and the Lord thy power will bring thee into the land which thy forefathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. And the Lord thy power, Yahweh thy power, will circumcise thy heart. Okay. All right. He's going to cut off all the wickedness, all the iniquity. Okay. He's going to cut all that stuff off from our minds, man. Okay. He's going to open up our understanding fully and give us better wisdom. And the heart of thy seed, all right, the ones that come after us too, man, our generations upon generations. We all going to be righteous, man. Okay. It says to love the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And the Lord thy power, Yahweh thy power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies. See, that's the curse, man. And on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. All right. So the Lord gonna put the curses on these other nations, man. That did us wrong. All right. That put us in slavery, ridiculed us. The Lord gonna put curses on their ass, man. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord Yahweh, and do all his commandments which I command thee this day. So we is gonna never go off again. We're gonna be in rulership, gonna have authority. We're gonna have a say so. All right, we're gonna rule in righteousness. Okay, that's what's gonna happen, man. And that's what's spoken by Moses, man. All right. From 2nd Maccabees of the 1st chapter, 23rd verse, all the way to the 29th verse, man. All right. We're gonna be right again, man. But right now, man, we gotta keep praising Yahweh Shema Shai in our captivity. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get these last two scriptures. This Jeremiah 31 and 31. It says, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Right? You so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, they're Americans, man. He's going to make that new covenant. Okay, that new covenant, the Lord's going to make with us. It's going to be forever covenant. See, 144. Call Yahweh Shema Shai. That's spirit. It says, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break. All right. Because when we left Egypt as a whole, man, our ancestors left Egypt as a whole, they started worshiping these other gods, worshiping the golden calf. That covenant got broke. All right. Because Jake was doing wickedness, man. Jake was on bullshit. But look, say, although I was a husband unto them, saith the Lord. Okay. Because if you a husband unto a woman, because we consider women, you know, the Lord looks at us as women, as a wife. All right. If a wife go off cheating, you know, messing with other dudes and stuff like that, you know, you basically, you know, you being a harlot. Because we basically we was harlots, you know, worshiping other, adultery, man. We was worshiping other gods, man. Okay. It says, I took them by the hand and bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them. All right, saith the Lord. We cheated on the Lord, man. You know, mess with these other gods. You know, committed adultery, man. You know, spiritually. It says, but this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will put my law in their inward parts and write in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. Okay. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord Yahweh, for they shall all know me. Okay. We're going to know the Lord again, man, fully. From the least of them unto the greatest of them, said the Lord Yahweh, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember. Remember they sin no more. All right. So everything's going to be back in order. Now you read Hebrews 8:8, you know, it talks about the same thing. So we is not going to ever go off again. All right. We're going to be back in that land. All right. He said we're going to be brought to our land, which the Lord promised. So we're going to be back in our habitation righteously. All right. But right now, man, this is what we going through right now. You know, Micah 2:10, I'm going to close out. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. So this land is polluted, man. When you say rise and depart, that means get your mental state out of this land, you know, out of America, man. You know, don't be following the ways and the customs and the customs of this place, man. All right, don't be partake of this society, you know, spiritually. All right, this is polluted, man. It's over sexualized. This place is rampant with transgenders. Okay, you know, senseless violence. Okay, people running around here, man, like with their fucking head cut off, man. People running around here wicked, man. It's a lot of wickedness out here, man. This land is polluted. You know, this is not our rest, and this is the reason why we need to go back to our land, man. All right, that's just the bonus scripture that I want to pull out. But with that, man, hope y'all was edified. To next time, shalom.